Hello TBU fans, welcome back to week 5 of the TBU, or the Battle Union. Why do I keep saying the Battle Union? That makes no sense whatsoever. This week we're facing Slyro and his Pittsburgh Pyroar. So his team consists of Mega Mawile, Vaporeon, Thunderous Incarnate, Serena, Crocodile, Volcanion, Uxie, Cryogonal, Drampa, and his viewer pick Cottonee, with his two bench picks being Toxicroak and Tyrantrum. So, with that in mind, I prepped for Serena because I thought he was going to bring Hazard Removal, which he did not. So I have the flying Savali to take hits from it. I should have brought Steel Savali so I could take hits from the Mawile and whatnot. So Savali is flying with multi-attack, parting shot, some other moves that I don't remember. I have a Assault Vested Electivire with Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Psychic. I have a Belly Drum Hypno with Baton Pass, Zen Headbutt, Ice Punch, and yeah, Belly Drum. I have ICMZ Metagross with the Ice Punch, the Rock Slide, the Stealth Rocks, and the Meteor Mash. A Tapu Fini with enough speed to outspeed a non-invested Uxie, however you pronounce it, by 3 points. And a Dragon Dance Lumberry Zygarde with, I think, Outrage, Extreme Speed, and 1,000 Arrows. So pretty much the point is to whittle his team down low enough to make it where Mega Mawile is dead. I get +1 up with Outrage. I outrage everything. I have the Lumberry to stop me from being confused, and I don't see him doing hazards as long as it's not Vaporeon. And, you know, I outspeed everything after +1 anyways, barring any Scarfers. And, well, we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to start the battle now. Oh, I also want to clarify things before we get this started. I do not gen my own Pokemon. I have the League Genner gen them for me. And bear that in mind for later. So, now I believe I lead off with my Electivire, and I'm pretty sure that he leads off with his Uxie. So here's Slyro issuing that challenge, and I'm going to send out my Electivire, and as I believe he does go for the Uxie, which is his Izzy. Now, I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch. He's going to get Stealth Rocks up here, pretty much. I have no way of 2-hit KOing him or taking him out. I mean, Thunderbolt, I think, does right under half, and he's probably got leftover. So I'm going to go into Tapu Fini to try and get those rocks away as quickly as possible. He does get his Stealth Rocks up. And I believe I go for the Defog here as he goes for the U-turn. And I'm fairly certain he goes straight into his Mega Mawile after the U-turn. So that lets him get the Stealth Rocks up. So that's going to hurt if he's going for the Play Rough, or even the Iron Head will probably hurt. I could live both of them at this point, but I thought Tapu Fini would need to take hits. So yes, he is going to bring in Mawile and get the Intimidate off. Now, I was thinking maybe in retrospect I go for the Nature's Madness and get some damage off on this thing, as Tapu Fini's not going to be doing too much work here. Tapu Fini's actually, you know, not going to be doing too much, as he is going to Mega Evolve. I go into Savali as a pivot because I didn't want... I did not want my Tapu Fini taking hits, and pretty much Savali's expendable at this point. So now, that's enough for a 2-hit KO, but I do outspeed him, even if he's speed invested. I go for the Parting Shot, as he goes for a Sucker Punch. Now, I want him to waste his Sucker Punches. So that's 1 down. Remember, Sucker Punch, I believe, has 8 PP. If it's max PP. So what I am basically trying to do is make it so he does not have enough Sucker Punches to win out the game in the end. So I'm going to be trying to do that for the rest of the match and get those sucker punches away. As long as I can get Zygarde to +1, I can pretty much take out the majority of his team. Now, he went into Uxie, or Uxie, as I went for the Stealth Rocks. Here, I believe I go for the Rock Slide, thinking I was going to go... I'm not sure. Oh, that's right. We had to recreate this battle. So, I missed a Meteor Mash on him, I'm pretty certain. So, I had to recreate this battle, and I went for Stealth Rocks there to recreate that. Now, here I go for the Rock Slide here, because I went for the Meteor Mash on the swap-in. Now, I cannot live another hit from this thing. So, unfortunately for me, I'm going to need to swap out. And I'm going to go into Tapu Fini, as I believe he's going to go for the Foul Play, trying to take out Metagross to lower everything as much as possible to make it so, you know, he can just get his Mawile in and do work. So now, Slyro went for the U-turn, which is good on his part. Now he's going to go back into his Mawile. And I believe I can still live a Play Rough at this range. I'm not fairly certain, but I'm fairly sure that I could live the Play Rough at this range. But I'm going to swap out again, sacking the Savali. So he's just going to go for the Play Rough. I am Savali flying, so with the Stealth Rocks up, it's not going to matter too much. And, you know, this thing isn't doing much anymore anyways. Now here I make a misclick. Meant to go into Electivire. I saw yellow and clicked Hypno. So now I'm dead. I'm dead no matter what. Even if I was at full HP, he's going to kill me. So knock off. Ouchies. I did not want to swap anything into that. So accidentally bringing in Hypno was great. Now, here I bring in Electivire. He does have a small chance to kill me with a Sucker Punch from this range, but like I said, I am trying to get his Mawile's Sucker Punches out of the way. I do not want them there. Here, I'm going to Volt Switch, knowing that he's probably going to swap out, and even if he did go for the Sucker Punch, I would have gotten damage off on that thing anyways, to allow me to take it out with Zygarde. Now, I'm going to go into Metagross here. Now, I have the ICMZ, so I kill this thing from here, unless he's like a berry, which, as you can see, he's leftovers and is not berry. So, the ICMZ will kill. The Ice Punch normally would not, but the ICMZ will. So, I am going to go for the Sub-Zero Slammer here. We'll do some work, finally using a Z move that is actually doing something. So I'm going to get this Sub-Zero Slammer off and take out the Drampa, which is perfect for me because I don't like Drampa. Drampa's mean. Ugly Drampa. Now, here I'm either expecting him to go into Thundurus or go into this thing. And he does go into this thing. Now I'm going to predict him to go for Sucker Punch. So I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks. Remember, I'm trying to get rid of those Sucker Punches. And now, I'm going to play with Sly, because now he's not going to click Sucker Punch. I'm going to go for the Meteor Mash and get the damage off I need, so I can take this thing out with Zygarde later on. So I just need a clean swap in to bring Zygarde in, as he goes for the knockoff and kills me, which is fine for me, because the Sucker Punch is what I want to get rid of anyways. So, here, I did not want to risk the Sucker... Not the Sucker Punch, the Play Rough. So I actually just straight up went for the 1,000 Arrows. And the 1,000 Arrows is going to bring this Vaporeon down to not even half yet. And it's got leftovers as well. So there's nothing I can really do here. So I'm down 3 Mons because of the Metagross going down. So I'm going to swap out. I'm going to go into Tapu Fini. Just because I didn't really want to risk the Vaporeon going for the Ice Beam. And he actually, you know, is going to go for the Wish here. And that's going to make it so no matter what he brings in next, it's going to get its HP back to a high amount. Now, I'm hoping he doesn't go into the Mawile with this, because I can take out the Mawile here with the Zygarde. The Wish should probably bring it up to an amount where I could not. But I'm going to swap out and go into Zygarde. Potentially, in case he went for the Mawile, which is what I thought. But he just goes for Baton Pass. I mean, I guess I should have expected that. But at the same time, it was just like, oh, he's going to swap straight out into Mawile like he's done the past 7 times in a row. So I can't do much here. I know he's going to go for the HP Ice. There's no reason he'd bring this thing in unless it had HP Ice. Now I'm just going to try and play around with that. Go into Tapu Fini because the HP Ice isn't going to do very much to me. The Stealth Rocks are wearing me down a lot. Now, at this point, I have 2 swap-ins to Thunderbolt. But I'm thinking maybe he's going to want to use this chance to take me out. So I believe I'm going to swap. No, I'm not sure what I do. I'm not sure if I remember what I do. I believe I go for the swap into Zygarde, or no, I go into Electivire. Okay, that makes sense. I went into Electivire in case he went into the Mawile, which at this range would kill me with the Sucker Punch if it's max attack adamant. And bear that in mind, I am still trying to get it to the point where Mawile does not have any more Sucker Punches. That is how I win this game. So Electivire cannot take this thing out from here. I am actually just going to go for the Volt Switch and take this chance in case he does not go for the U-turn. In case he goes for the Psyshock again to do damage on me. And I go into Zygarde here. Now, the Psyshock is going to hurt, and I have seen that he has Foul Play, and I did calc it, and that I was going to live it on about 20-ish%, depending on how much the Psyshock did. So, either I take the chance to get this Dragon Dance up now, and try and sweep the rest of his team, or I take him out with a Foul Play. Or not the Foul Play, the Outrage or the 1,000 Arrows. But I calced it, and Foul Play would not kill me even at +1. So this brings me down to 22-ish%. And this is where my friend and my Jenner messed up. Now, I'm just going to explain what me and Sly, I messaged him, and I said, just kill me with Foul Play. Because I would have killed this Uxie in with the 1,000 Arrows. And he would have brought in Mawile, and it would have just been mind games after that. So it's Theorymons. So I just like, well, I can't legally use this thing, so you just need to kill it. And then he asks me, well, you were gonna kill my Uxie anyways, because I was gonna stay in. So he's gonna let my Tapu Fini next turn kill the Uxie to make it a fair trade-off, because the Jenning had been messed up. Now, like I said, I'm just gonna go for Moonblast, as he's gonna be going for Stealth Rocks, and Stealth Rocks are, you know, still here. And I'm kind of sad about that, because with that Mawile there, with that Mawile still there, I had a chance to go for the Dragon Dance as he was going for the Sucker Punch. And like I said, guys, I was trying to get it down to where Sucker Punch was out of PP. And at the same time, he's going to be conscious of that. And I've already shown that I could out-mind game him with the mind games, you know? So I still had a chance to win this game. Now that the Zygarde is gone, I have no chance whatsoever. And unfortunately, I'm actually pretty sad about this. Because, you know, I did still kind of have a chance to win this game. If I was at that +1, and I could have played the mind games with him, and he's not going to be wasting sucker punches. I would have gone for the either Dragon Dance or swapped out into Tapu Fini, and then he would have gone for potentially Play Rough. I would have let Tapu Fini die. I would have gone into Electivire. He would have Sucker Punched, and then it was mind games from there on too. And I'm very sad about that because I still did have a chance to win this. And me and Slyro had talked with the admins after this, and they said to just roll with this outcome, a 3-0 in his favor. I do kill the Volcanion with Electivire because I'm Assault Vested and live the Sludge Wave, and unfortunately I lose, and we will never really know what the real outcome could have been. So I'm a little sad at that because it was a good game at the start. It was good. We had to replay it the first time. That took we were about 25 minutes in the first time it DC'd. We replayed up to the exact point. We had no hacks. We had no problems whatsoever. And then we got to this, and it just like, well, we don't want to replay it again. So awesome. So I just accepted the loss with Slyro. So thank you for watching, guys. Maybe next week our Pokemon will be gen'd correctly. But maybe we can pull out a win. I think next week we're either facing the West Coast Wingles or someone that I cannot remember. Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next week in week 6. There's no way we're making it to playoffs now. So yeah, expect the memes.